Hello students, this is Saxon Algebra 2, Lesson 18.A, Ratio Word Problems. Recall that ratio is another word for fraction. A ratio is a comparison of two numbers that can be written as a fraction. That's on page 89 of our text. 3/4 is the ratio 3 to 4, which can also be written 3:4. Ratios are often written with colons because you can have more than two numbers in a ratio, as we will shortly see. When two ratios are set equal to each other, the equation is called a proportion. For example, 3/4 equals x over 7 is a proportion. The way to solve a proportion is to cross multiply. 3 times 7 equals 4x, and then use your algebra tools. Ratios in word problems. Ratios in word problems will appear like this. The ratio of Arabians to mixed breeds was 2 to 17. This is talking about two different kinds of horses. Arabians are purebred horses and mixed breeds are not. Or it may appear like this. It took 600 kilograms of sulfur to make 3,000 kilograms of the new compound. The first example is quite clear. The second is a bit tricksy, but not too tricksy for us. Ratios in word problems give you two numbers to work with, but there is always a third number. For example, the ratio of Arabians to mixed breeds was 2 to 17. Arabians to mixed breeds equals 2 to 17. What is the third number? Well, it's the total number of horses, the number of horses in the herd. And you get that number by adding the Arabians plus the mixed breeds. 2 plus 17 equals 19 total horses. It took 600 kilograms of sulfur to make 3,000 kilograms of the new compound. Sulfur to the whole compound equals 600 to 3,000. What is the third number? The number of other materials in the compound. The compound is made of sulfur and some other materials. The other materials equals 3,000 kilograms minus the 600 kilograms of sulfur, which leaves 2,400 kilograms of other materials. Let's do example 1, solving for horses. The ratio of Arabians to mixed breeds was 2 to 17. If there were 380 horses in the herd, how many were Arabians? We already pulled out the three numbers. Arabians to mixed breeds to total horses equals 2 to 17 to 19. The problem is asking how many Arabians were in the herd of 380. We set up this proportion. 2 to 19 equals x to 380. Cross multiply, solve, and you're finished. Let's do example number 2, solving a compound. It took 600 kilograms of sulfur to make 3,000 kilograms of the new compound. How many kilograms of other materials would be required to make 4,000 kilograms of the new compound? Again, we already pulled out the three numbers. Sulfur to other materials to the whole compound equals 600 to 2,400 to 3,000. The problem asks about making 4,000 kilograms of the new compound. Specifically, how many of the other materials would be needed. So we pull out the numbers for other materials and the whole compound to form our proportion. We set up this proportion. 2,400 divided by 3,000 equals x, which is what we're looking for, divided by 4,000. X amount of other materials. So there we have it. Now obviously, before you cross multiply, you could cancel out 2 zeros from the numerator and denominator of the left side. This is the same as multiplying by this kind of weird fraction, 0.01 divided by 0.01, which equals 1. You're dividing out 100 from both numbers. This changes the form but does not ruin the ratio. So now we have 24 divided by 30 equals x divided by 4,000. Cross multiplying, we get 24 times 4,000 equals 30x. Finishing up, x equals 3,200 kilograms. Therefore, in 4,000 kilograms of the new compound, there are 3,200 kilograms of other materials. In some ratio word problems, a ratio is a comparison of two numbers. The two numbers could be two parts of a whole. Find the whole by adding. The two numbers could also be one part and the whole. Find the other part by subtracting. Then finish up by choosing the ratio you need for the problem and setting up your proportion from the values given in the problem. That's all there is to that. I hope this helped you to master this part of the lesson. See you next time.